Okay, I started the recording. Okay,
Thank you, ma'am.
so welcome. So on double click, you will use within the button. Okay, on click also we can use in the button. But that time when you click the button, this will be that message will be triggered. But here you have to double click, then only this alert message will be displayed. And then on focus, that is the text box. On change, on blur, on focus. All these are for text box. On blur, on change, on focus. Okay. On focus means when you click the when you click inside the text box. Okay, when you click inside the text box, that means when you're focusing the text box. That's why it is on focus. When you click when you click inside the text box, when you will click inside the text box, if you are going to type something in the text box, you will click first. Okay. So that time what this event will be triggered, gained focus. That is a message which will be displayed. Okay. And then we have on key down. On key down also you can use within the text box. These are very uncommon, students. We want to trigger the event when we press key down and key up and all. Generally, this on focus and all we use on focus, on double click, on click, and all we use normally. But this on key down, but on key down, matlab kya? You have to in the text box. You have created the text box. You are pressing some key. Matlab you have kept the cursor pointer inside the text box, and then you are clicking some character or any keys in the keyboard. When you click, when you press, you should not say click. When you press, button means press. Okay. When you press the key, any of the key in the keyboard. Okay. When you press the key and release, the moment when you release the key, the event will be triggered. That is on key down. Okay. So you will get to see the message key down. Okay. And there are some events, no, now it is deprecated, means will not work in a current JavaScript because those were not used. Okay. On key press. Now this is on key down means what? There also you have to press the key, but keeping the cursor pointer inside the text box, you have to press the key, and then the moment when you release, it realized that it got pressed, and then the alert box will be displayed. But here on key press means when you type here, that means when you click inside the text box, and then when you start to type something, that time exactly on key press means what? There when you pressed and release the key. Here the moment when you press, the event will be triggered. It will say key pressed. Okay. What is the name of the event? On key press. Remember, all the event name should be written in small letter. Okay. And without leaving space in between words. That you have to remember. Okay. And then on key up. Again, when you press the key and release the key should completely come up. After that, came up. And then what? That time you will get the message. Okay. And then on load. On load and alert was shown when the document is loaded. So this you will write usually within the file, not within any form element. Okay. So when that file is getting loaded, that time it will be displayed. Even this also we won't use. We can delete this. Okay. On mouse down. Now till now key down, key up we saw. That is with respect to keyboard keys. Now this is mouse with respect to mouse. All these are mouse events. Okay. So mouse, when you press the mouse key, when you see here it is there. When you click and hold the mouse key, left key, that time what? This will be triggered. Where you are writing on mouse down within the button, because button only you will click using the mouse. Okay. And then on mouse move, this you will write this event you can use within the hypertext. Okay, within the hypertext you can use this. So to use on mouse move, you have to write anchor tag. Okay, using anchor tag only you will create the hypertext, right? So a href may what usually you have to give after clicking the clickable content where it has to go. It no need to go anywhere. It should be there in that same page itself. So hash on mouse move. Okay, when on mouse move on the clickable content, which is clickable content here, link. Okay, and then you're closing the anchor tag here. So opening and closing anchor tag between what you're writing will be the clickable content, hyperlinked content. Okay, hyperlinked text. So link is a hyperlinked text which will be visible in your output screen. When you no need to click, just when you move the mouse pointer key on this link, what will be displayed? The alert message will come and say mouse moved on the hyperlinked text. Then we can use even on mouse out also in the anchor tag, on mouse out. Okay, we used on mouse, the previous event on mouse move. When this will be triggered, there is a hypertext. For example, this is hypertext in your output screen. When you keep the mouse pointer here and you move the mouse pointer, this event will be triggered. Okay, but this on mouse out, when it will be triggered, when you defocus this this hyperlink text, here is a click here or something like that you can write. Okay, so that is the hyperlink text here. Okay, you will keep the mouse pointer here and then intentionally you will move the mouse pointer away from this hyperlink. That time what? On mouse out, the mouse out message will be displayed. Okay, and we have on mouse up also, on mouse out, on mouse over, on mouse up. On mouse up, as name implies, you will click the mouse pointer, and when you release the mouse pointer, when you release the mouse pointer only, the mouse pointer will, the mouse key will come up. No, once you will click and then you will release, it will come up. So on mouse up also you can use. Click and coming up will happen in a button only. Okay, so within the button you can write on mouse up. Okay, so when you click and release the mouse pointer, a mouse button, that time what? The message will be displayed, alert mouse up. Okay, and then on reset, we saw on reset we used in the form tag, remember, but on reset we can use in the reset button itself. Okay, how will you write the code to display the reset button? Input type equal to reset value something, so that something, this value will be written on the reset button. Okay, this is the code you will display the reset button. So in this code, within the input tag, you can add reset. Here you have to, you can add on reset equal to the double quotes alert. Okay. So here it should be capital letter. Okay, so like that, within the reset button also you can write on reset. Okay. Then when it will be triggered, when you click the reset button, this will be triggered. When you click the reset button, this alert message will be displayed. Okay. And then you are using on select. Then this will be displayed on select. On select, inside the text box, there is some default text. When you select that text, select matlab kya? You have to select. Now this is called selecting. What I'm doing, I'm selecting. Okay, whether partially I'm selecting a word or character or everything, that doesn't matter. When I start to select something, then a little low. So that time what will be displayed? Alert selected will be displayed. Alert selected will be displayed. So on select, selecting the text. Okay. So where you can select the text in the text box. On select is applicable for text box. Okay. Then on submit. On submit, you know, you can use in the submit button and also you can use in the form. Okay. Students, remember on reset event we have used in the form and also reset button. On submit also we can use within the form tag and also we can use within the submit button. Okay, submit button, what is the code for the submit button? This is the code for the submit button. Inside this you can use on submit. Here we missed it. So on submit, this is just a label to display. Okay. But as one of the attribute, you have to use this. Okay. So the alert you can give capital alert, any alert message, form has submitted or form submitted. You can write. So like that, one of the tag you can, as one of the elements you can write this. Okay. And then on unload and all we never ever used. Okay. On load also we won't use. When we unload the document, so that you just ignore. That's it. These are the commonly used events. Okay. But you have to remember the event is a JavaScript. Event is JavaScript. Why it is JavaScript? Because anyway, to use the event, you have to write the JavaScript code. Without using the JavaScript code, you can't only using this as a one of the attribute, you can't perform anything. Okay. So on select is an event which is there in the JavaScript, but this you can write as one of the attribute also. Okay. The value of the event should be always JavaScript code. Okay, here this alert, creating the alert text box separately, you can write in some function and you can call the function also here. Or instead of doing that, that will increase the number of code, So directly you can write the alert box code, alert text box code here itself. Okay. So this is event bindings. And then we can use some more than, we did not see how to pass the parameter in the function. We can see simple program to pass more than one number of parameters, function parameters. Look at here. This is one simple JavaScript code. Okay. But you will save this in a, this has JavaScript code. You will save this program as a HTML only. Okay. Doc type HTML body script. This, so I said it is not required. This type attribute and this only script if you have written, it will work perfectly. And then look at here, to create the function in the JavaScript, you have to write the function keyword and then any function name what you want to give. Name for the function you will give. Here, look at here. Normally till now we used the empty parenthesis. But here within the parenthesis, we have passed parameters. These two are what? These two are variables. Remember, these two are like variables, but the variables within the function. That's it. One ONE1 is one name of the variable. TW2 is another variable's name. Okay. Within the function, what we are doing, just we are displaying a text, that is document.write 1. So 1 means what will be displayed here? Here what will be displayed? The value which is stored inside this variable. Remember, ONE1 will not be displayed. Okay. Because this is a variable name, name of the variable. So what value you stored within this variable will be displayed, and that after that it will be concatenated with this string. As it is string, you have written within double quotes. Okay. This is a variable, so you did not write this within the double quotes. Okay. So whatever the value within the 1 is taller than whatever the value which is there, which is stored in 2 will be output. Okay. Okay, you may ask, ma'am, we have given the variable. We have defined a variable here, but what value will be assigned within this 2 variable? For that, you will use function call. Remember, this is function call. In this function call, see, usually, one second, so don't confuse. Either this is a validation code. Here also we called the function simply. See, here we called the function. This is function call here. But iska andar no parameters because we did not pass any parameter when we defined this function. Getting it? This is function call with empty parenthesis. That means no parameters. Why? Because in the function definition, you see function definition of this, that is also empty. Idhar dekho, ye bhi empty. Here I did not pass. There in the next, the program which I showed, there I passed 1, 2, Here it is empty. That's why function call is also. Function definition is empty. The empty matlab what? Does not have any parameters. So function call will not have any values of the parameters. Okay. Students, one more thing you have to remember in function, this is function definition. No? When you define the function, you will write the parameters. If you want, you will write the parameters within the function definition. But in function call, you have to assign the value, whatever variables you defined here. Remember. Okay. So that is only we are doing in the small program which I showed. No, that.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, we have a CS lecture at 12:40, so can we have a break?
This lecture is till 12:25, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But now time is 12:23.
Ma'am, it's at 12:40, ma'am. CS
No,
lecture.
no. My lecture is till 12:25. Okay, after that 15 minutes break, 12:40, you will have next lecture.
Okay, ma'am.
Isn't it?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So this is a function definition. This is a function call. So in the function definition, we are giving two variables, and these value for these two variables we are passing using this function call. Okay, this is the variable and this is its value. Okay, so 1 equal to school. Okay, this is a variable and this is its value. Okay, so 2 equal to college. Okay, that is the meaning here. So variable, what I'm coming to say is variables you will give within the function definition when you define the function, and the values of this variable you have to give within the function call. Okay. Now what will happen, how the execution will be? Any one of you can say which statement, the sequence of the execution of statement of this program.
School is
Means
taller
which,
than college.
no, I did not ask the output. I asked how which statement will be executed first and then which one will be executed, like that. The sequence of execution of the statement. The sequence of execution of the statements.
First, the
Of course.
apple function.
Which will be this one.
Third one.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, it's 26.
Okay. So can you answer for the question which I asked?
Ma'am, the apples one. Apple school college.
Yes, very good. Who's this?
Ifat.
Very good. So first, actually these will be executed first, and then it will identify as Java by seeing the script tag. The JavaScript code is there in the program, and then these lines will not be executed because this is function definition. No, so definition will not be executed unless you call the function. So directly it will come here. By taking these two values, then it will move. The control will come here and then assign these two values within these two variables. And then it will execute a document.write. Now the browser knows 1 equal to what? 1 equal to school. So this is little irrelevant. Okay, we can replace some name here. Okay, so but here as per our code, school is taller than college. I say it will come, but this is just ignore the meaning. Okay, you can replace some two names here. So the boy is taller than that girl. Okay, I say which you can replace. Okay. Okay, students, you all can leave. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.